there is going to be Hamas with intentions to wipe Israel off the map because Hamas used their own children as a human shield. You know, today when they release the hostages, they are not only releasing the hostages, Israel is releasing thousands of mass murderers of October 7. And today when Israel had no other choice under global pressure and global outrage, they had to release thousands of this type, of these criminals. Do you think the world is going to be a safer place after releasing such savages?
If it doesn't matter who is in power because they're going to want to destroy Israel, then by that definition, Israel could never have peace. Obviously, they believe that you can have a change there. Don't you have to be open to that possibility that it doesn't have to be a terror organization for there to be a Palestine on its own? Soon, hopefully you're wrong. Hopefully this can be better than you anticipate. But we have clear
listen,
eyes,
if you don't listen
and we'll
to it
see
now,
our way.
10 years from now, 10 years from now,
You'll hear it again.
You will remember my words, and it's going to be much
Yes.
worse. So now we
know.
can convince ourselves that peace is happening, but 10 years from now, 15 years from now, the entire world is going to regret it. So it's better to wake up now and face reality before it come and slap us right on the face.
Former Israeli spy Mosab Yousef, the son of a Hamas co-founder, tells Chris Cuomo blatant lies. He also shows his unhappiness, calling the Palestinian hostages criminals and saying that after reaching Palestine, they will start committing crimes. He also told some shocking lies that will make your blood boil. So see for yourself.
Trump's original plan to relocate the Gaza entire population, there is going to be Hamas. And if it's not Hamas, there is going to be Islamic Jihad. If it's not Islamic Jihad, there is going to be a communist Palestinian fanatics with intentions to wipe Israel off the map. They are too close to Israel, and you cannot mix both. It's impossible. We saw what they did on October 7. I grew up among these people. My father is one of the founders of Hamas and still a top leader of Hamas organization. When Israel used to come to arrest him, dozens of times, they always respected women and children. They waited outside the door for women to dress up because they respected the culture. Now, the rules of engagement in Gaza is completely different because Hamas used their own children as human shields. Mm-hmm. And then they accused Israel of committing suicide and the world's genocide, and the world started to believe their narrative. And now it's spreading like wildfire. And this brought the politicians to compromise, to sit down and negotiate with a barbaric group. You know, today when they release the hostages, they are not only releasing the hostages, Israel is releasing thousands of mass murderers of the caliber of Yahya Sinwar. You know what does that mean? Yahya Sinwar is the architect of October 7. And today when Israel had no other choice under global pressure and global outrage, they had to release thousands of this type, of these criminals. Do you think the world is going to be a safer place after releasing such savages? I am not very optimistic. I'm very happy about the return of the hostages. But the situation is not going towards peace.
But, all right, let me just get one more take from you about that on this, in this context. If it doesn't matter who is in power because they're going to want to destroy Israel, then by that definition, Israel could never have peace. Obviously, they believe that you can have a change there. Don't you have to be open to that possibility that it doesn't have to be a terror organization for there to be a Palestine on its own?
The way Mosab Yousef is defending Israel, saying that when they used to come to arrest his father, they showed respect to women, and then claiming that Hamas manipulated the world to turn against Israel, which supposedly forced Israel to release the hostages. But here Mosab Yousef claims those hostages are criminals and that they will try to wipe out Israel. He is doing everything possible just to show that the real victim is Israel, not Palestine, not the thousands of kids, not the thousands of people who died in the genocidal attack from Israel. You won't find a single apology or even a single word against what Israel did to Palestine. It's shocking how people like Chris Cuomo give a stage to people like Mosab Yousef on his NewsNation show. Guys, don't you think it's a Western media propaganda to give a platform to people like Mosab Hossein so they can spread paid Israel-backed narratives on TV?
Yeah, what changed? Hamas in Gaza and other dozen militias, and that includes the Palestinian Authority in the West Bank and the PLO, they all agree that their capital in Jerusalem. Jerusalem is the eternal capital of the Jewish people. It has been like this throughout the centuries. And identity, property theft will never lead to peace. Palestinians is a made-up thing. Palestinianism is a sick ideology that's taken over the world. Its foundation is the victim narrative. And now, if they all agree that they want Jerusalem, they don't want Gaza. Their fight is not for Gaza. They call it Tufan al-Aqsa. Al-Aqsa means it's the mosque, the Dome of the Rock sitting on the Temple Mount. This is their fight. It's a religious fight. It's a jihad against the Jews. It's jihad against civilization. And today you see the vast majority of the Muslims on assault on a Jewish minority. The world needs to open its eyes, especially Americans. Americans are on the other side of this culture. Americans don't stand this barbarism. Palestine is not a cool thing. It's not just a kefiyah and a social event down the street where people gather for the sake of victims in Gaza. The only victims in Gaza are the children. Listen, Chris, the only victims in Gaza are the children who have been used as human shields, who have been weaponized to serve jihadi agendas. Everyone else is a suspect terrorist. It's as simple as that.
All right. I understand your perspective. I thank you for making it for me here. And I will talk to you again soon. Hopefully you're wrong. Hopefully this can be better than you anticipate. But we have clear eyes.
If you don't listen to it now, 10 years from now,
you'll hear it again.
You will remember my words, and it's going to be much worse. So now we can convince ourselves that peace is happening, but 10 years from now, 15 years from now, the entire world is going to regret it. So it's better to wake up now and face reality before it comes and slap us right on the face.
In the end, it's really sad and honestly frustrating to see people like Mosab Yousef getting a big platform like NewsNation to say these kinds of things, and for Chris Cuomo to give him that stage without any real challenge. It feels like Chris is acting more like a helper for Israel's image rather than a real journalist asking hard questions. Chris Cuomo should be holding people like Mosab accountable, not helping spread their story as if it's the only truth. At the end of the day, giving a platform to voices like Mosab Yousef without balance or honesty is not journalism. It's propaganda, and that's something the world really doesn't need more of right now. Guys, let me know in the comments if you agree with me, and it's a humble request, please like this video.